Okay, I think we can go ahead and get started. Thank you all for being here tonight. We really, really appreciate it. And just to give you a quick overview of what we're going to be doing, we'll do some executive board member introductions, and then I'll hand it over to Dr. Mew for him to introduce himself. And then we'll go ahead and talk about some initiatives and workshops and stuff that we have planned for next semester. So my name is Heimu. I am an M1 here, and I'm your chair of internal affairs. My role is mostly facilitating anything and everything between the students and faculty within EVMS. So I will be organizing the mentoring program and will largely be your main point of contact for any questions you may have for like finding research opportunities within EVMS. And as you all may know, another huge part of our club is organizing workshops and journal clubs, but that's something that the three of us on exec will share together, so we'll get into it a little bit later. I'll let Jason introduce himself. He's the chair of external affairs.
Hi, everyone.
Jason, you're a little spotty.
Okay. Maybe while Jason comes back into the call, I'll just do mine really quick. Hi, everybody. My name is Ryan. I'm an M1. I was a part of the one-year mid-master class of 2020, and I am the Director of Logistical Affairs here at the EVMS Research Society. Basically, that means everything in the back end to make this club work is my responsibility. I take care of our calendar of events, and that is going to be posted on our event medley and Facebook as soon as we get started here. And I'll be sending out. Who's that? The COVID era and the issues we have to face. Jason.
Wait, can you guys hear me now?
Yes. Okay, Jason, mute yourself. I'm going to do mine real quick and then you can go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So like I said, I'm going to be sending out regular emails to everyone once we get started, and there's also going to be a calendar on our event medley and Facebook page. I'm the primary director of all of our social media accounts, so at this point, that's our Facebook and our event medley. We also are going to look at getting our website soon as well, once we have some, fancy stuff to put on such a website. I'm our acting treasurer, so I take care of all of our finances. We've received a $500 grant from Dr. Bill Wazilenko, who is the Vice Dean of Research here at EVMS. And due to that contribution, dues are completely free to our club. At the moment, we're kind of unsure, what to exactly spend on it. With COVID, we can't really buy pizza for everyone. So we've been entertaining the idea of having a t-shirt contest or, just making a design ourselves and handing them out to everyone free of charge. But if anyone has any ideas, how else to spend this money, please come forth and share. And I think that's all I got for you right now. So Jason, if you want to get started.
Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. So yeah, as I was saying, I do external affairs. So basically, I compile outside research opportunities, not at EVMS. So I actually have been working on this Google Sheets document that we will actually be sending out right after this meeting. And so there's actually two tabs on it. There's one tab for summer opportunities and the other tab is for year-long opportunities. But like people typically do their year-long research years after third year. So it might not apply to most of you, but if you're interested in doing a summer research program, that's not like the EVMS Summer Scholars Program. There's a lot of them that I found that I put on Google Sheet. And there are some deadlines coming up pretty soon. So if you're interested in doing research outside of EVMS over the summer, I'd really recommend looking at that pretty soon. Because some of them do require letters of recommendation and project proposals. Some of them are programs where you can just go over there and do research. Some of them, it's more of a funding opportunity. and you can stay here and do research if you want. Um, and then another part that I work on is the guest speakers. So we'll probably have our first one next semester, but we're thinking of having a bunch of different guest speakers come in and kind of talk about different aspects of research. So some of the ideas we had were to have an upperclassman research panel so that upperclassmen could give advice on how they did research. Um, we also have a student at the NIH right now as an intern. She's doing the pretty prestigious summer scholars program. And so she might have some advice to share about that. We might also have a summer scholars information session from one of the representatives if you're interested in staying at EVMS and doing that program. We've also reached out to HODSI, which is the Healthcare Analytics and Delivery Science Institute, and the VIH, which is Virginia Hospital Initiative. They actually have some clinical and epidemiological databases that they were offering to show us how to use and access. And so this is pretty useful if you're interested in pursuing like a personal research project and you want to compile your own data. So we might have someone from there come and kind of talk about how to use that data. And especially if you can't find any faculty in your specialty of interest, sometimes they do encourage you to pursue your own projects. So it's good if you have already compiled some sort of data that you can present to them, and then they'd probably, be more than willing to help you out with that. And so definitely if you have any ideas about, certain guest speakers or panels you want to see, feel free to email me directly, and we can see what we have planned. And then also I'll definitely try to send out regular emails whenever I update or add to the research opportunities spreadsheet. And then I'll also probably do like a monthly reminder email about some upcoming deadlines. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do on the external side. So yeah.
Dr. Mu, are you there?
Uh,
You're up, Dr. Mu.
yep. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is David Mu. I'm a professor in the Department of Microbiology and Molecular Cell Biology. My laboratory is in actually Lester Hall, and I'm so glad to see this baby coming into fruition. And I actually have been running a journal club with my students for a number of years now. And Himu, Jason, and Ryan, they joined my journal club. And then we also have Maria on M2, Maslienko. She refused to leave the journal club. I'm sorry, Maria. So we have fun there. So I guess I was. So what happened was recently I took on a sort of a part-time position at a school, and basically the job is director of medical student research opportunity. And so I thought, it would be a great idea to form a student club surrounding this topic. And Himu and Jason and Ryan and Maria contributed too. They did an amazing job in getting the club formed and sort of taking care of all aspects of activities and sort of get a club up and running. And I think in terms of this, what I do as a director of medical student research opportunity, really the goal of my job is really aligned with sort of the goals of the club EVMS Research Society. It's about informing student research opportunities on campus and outside, and also as a conduit between faculty and students in collaboration with the EVMS Research Society, and also just provide informations like, Jason, I'll be glad to get that update sheets from you as well whenever it's available. When you send out to club member, please CC me, and I'll take a look because the office research on campus, they also compile research opportunities for students. In addition, the AAMC website, they have very comprehensive searchable database for students to sort of find research opportunities. And basically, I have a few students contact me already having questions. And as you know, the biggest research opportunities on campus is our Summer Scholars Program. And actually, I'm planning to join a committee as well. So I'll be part of that process so I can report back to you in terms of updating you, telling you what's going on so that you're aware of what's available. And I know the director of the Summer Scholars Program really well, Dr. Diane Duffy. She's, I guess, teaching in one of the current module with you as well. Like Summer Scholars Program, like taking about 35 M1 students a year, 35 to 40. Each student will get about $2,500 stipend. So that program is gonna come live pretty soon. So you will hear from that program by email through Student Affairs, probably December, January. All right. So too bad. I next time maybe hopefully I can join you live through video. Right now I'm actually sitting outside my gym, so after the meeting I'll go to the gym to work out. That's how I keep my sanity. I'm sure you understand that. And really, just feel free to contact me, reach out to me about any question you may have. For example, here's a private question I got today. One student contacted me about she's now M1, but in the summer of 2020 this year, she was actually must have been either undergrad or not an M1 student, but she got into our summer scholar program. Remember, our summer scholar program also served undergrad as well. And so she asked me, well, she was a summer scholar, but as you know, COVID caused the school to cancel the summer scholar program this year. And generally speaking, a summer scholar, you can only do that once. So she asked me whether she could apply to summer scholar program in 2021. So I brought her question to the director, Duffy, and the conclusion was yes, she's eligible because there was no summer scholar program in 2020. So it was not an issue. So, stuff like that. So any nitty gritty, or you say you found a research opportunity, you're from Baltimore, and you found a research opportunity in Baltimore, and you want somebody to bounce idea off. You want somebody to look at the opportunity with you, to give you some comments. Feel free to contact me. Send me the opportunity, and I'll take a look, and I'll share with you my opinion. Okay? And you don't have to listen to me. I have no power over you, but I just one more opinion, right? And also, I'm the faculty advisor of this club, EVMS Research Society. So I look forward to working with Himu, Jason, Ryan, and all of you. And any question, just shoot me an email. All right? Thank you so much.
Dr. Mu, can I ask a quick question, if you don't mind? This is
Yeah.
Maria.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you know for sure if the Summer Scholar is going to happen last year? Because it was canceled, if you remember. And do you know if the current M2 students will somehow be allowed to participate, or we're off the, this opportunity?
Right. Yeah, that's a good question. So, because quite uh, quite a few M1, well, M1 in summer this year. Now they're M2. They were selected to join the summer scholar program, but then they got canceled. So to these people apply to summer scholar program, you know what? I think what I'll do is I will not give you an answer immediately, but the summer scholar program, that program is now warming up to so the to start up again, and I'll bring this question to the summer scholar program, and then to have a decision. Okay, and then they will inform students. And basically, I see multiple. Well, I see multiple sort of issues. One is it's not fair to the M1 of the current M2 who got in last year because of COVID. It was COVID, right? It was COVID's fault. At the same time, if they allow the M2 to come in, and then they also take M1, and then they don't have enough slots, so it's gonna reduce the participation of M1. So how can we balance all these? How can we take care of the M2 who were hurt by COVID, and at the same time we take care of M1? They're innocent. They deserve the chance to go into summer scholar program. So I'll bring this issue back to the committee, all right? And then have a discussion. Hopefully we'll come up with a solution. Is that fair?
Thank you so much.
Okay. Anybody else? Any question? No? Okay. So I'll give it back to Himo.
Thank you, Dr. Liu.
Yep.
So now I want to switch gears a little bit and I'll get into talking about our mentorship program that I've been working on. So we've had overwhelming interest from both the student and faculty side of things. So I'm working on a spreadsheet similar to Jason's with the external research opportunities to give you guys like clear information for all of the faculty members that are willing to take a mentee, and also to give the faculty information about each of you just to see like your research experience and your interest in a specific field or any information that they might want. So I really hope to set that up by the end of the semester, so you'll all be matched with a mentor by the end of the year, so that in the spring you can hit the ground running and talk to them about whatever research you want to pursue and really have time to think about it over winter break as well. If you have any questions about that, please reach out to me. I am your point of contact for that program.
Actually, Himo, can I interject a little bit? And yeah. So actually, I want to sort of make all the students aware of this fact that over the years, I have been sort of a participant of the Summer Scholar Program. What happened with Summer Scholars Program is they would reach out to faculty saying, hey, do you have projects that our math students can work on? So then the faculty will submit project to a Summer Scholars Program. And then the Summer Scholars Program will review them and making sure they are sort of projects suitable for math students to work over the summer period, because it's not a very long time, right? It's a short time, about 2 months, a little bit, So then Summer Scholar Program, so then they reach out to math students. They would say, hey, please send in applications. And then they would receive applications from math students. Then the committee would try to match the faculty's project with math students. Once they form a match, they would inform the math student and faculty, say, hey, there's a potential match. Faculty, why don't you, and the student, why don't you get in touch with each other, have a conversation, and see whether you feel comfortable about working together over the summer, So this happens every year. And so what happened in my case is whenever I send in an application, I would inform the summer scholar program that I have a math student kind of studying paper with me in my journal club, and it would be great if this particular math student can match with my project. And generally speaking, that almost that that success rate is pretty high. So I'm telling you this because right now HEMU is having this initiative, forming a relationship between faculty and math student, and this relationship doesn't have to play into a summer scholar program. Meaning, when you want to do summer research, you can either go back to your home state or you do summer research on campus through summer scholar program. And I don't think it's binding. But in the event you want to do summer research as a summer scholar on campus, and the faculty you were with has a project that she can offer to a summer scholar program, potentially you can match into that. Okay, so I'm just giving you sort of share with you my experience. That's all. All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
So Ryan, did you want to talk about the workshops and the journal clubs?
Sure. So, if it wasn't already apparent, getting our active members matched with research opportunities is essentially our main centerpiece of why we made the EVMS Research Society. But as Halo, myself, and Jason were writing the Constitution, we noticed that there's a lot of other, opportunities or goals related to research that we could accomplish that aren't already, available here at EVMS. And so, for one, we plan on having regular translational research journal clubs. And that's different from our friend Elliot at Evidence-Based Medicine here at EVMS because they focus more on clinically based medicine research, and we're more of like hard science translational research articles. And I want to say that our journal clubs will always be proctored by EVMS faculty or guest speakers who will guide us entirely through the literature and leave no stone unturned so we all get the maximal educational benefit out of it. And the ultimate goal here is to get everyone more comfortable with both analyzing the article as well as being able to identify common workflows that scientists regularly use in the field, which is a super critical skill actually and very high level skill to have in terms of someone's research repertoire. And additionally, in terms of more than just the journal club, we are having regular workshops, again, given by EVMS faculty or guest speakers. And we have definitely various amounts of ideas is what they could give to us. But off the top of my head, that includes how to use the scientific method to start our own projects, how to reach out to funding organizations and write grant proposals, how to perform common wet and dry research protocols that are used today, how to perform basic data analysis, how to construct graphics for published research works, and of course, how to present and talk about your research results. And so that's basically what we have so far. It's still growing as we get more faculty input as to how we could, improve and more goals that we could accomplish. But if anyone else, of course, has any other ideas, please reach out. We're definitely open to that. And I think that's all we have for tonight. If anyone has any more questions, now is the time.
Yeah, I see a question in the chat. Thank you, Mike, for asking. Will you guys have an IRB writing protocol writing workshop in the near future? Yes, that's definitely something we want to hit on starting in the spring semester. I know that IRB has a deadline that I think it's early January to have a summer project. So that's definitely up there on our list, and we will do that in the spring. And Sarah asked, how do we join the email list? So after the meeting, we will definitely send out like an overview email, and then I'll drop the Google form in there so you can easily just sign up. But yeah. Does anyone have any other questions? Also, I just wanted to
No,
say,
let me
Dr.
just,
Lee,
yeah,
go ahead.
let me just, before I say goodbye, I just want to sort of stress to you that, Himu, Jason, and Ryan, they are great go-to for you when you have questions. But please feel free to contact me as well as I just told you a few questions that I received today from some of you. And my goal is I hope we can, minimize the cost of attending this club. I really don't want to impose any financial burden on you of joining this club. And also, I know Jason that stressed repeatedly that Jason and Himu and Ryan, that your comments, even though they are the what we call that the creator of the club. I mean, this is a club of and for the people. Okay, so people meaning you. You have questions, you have comments, you want to see certain things done, and come to me, come to them, and then we'll work with you to make it happen for you. Okay? All right. So, I guess that would be it, right, Himu?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're just gonna
All right.
do
Thank
a
you.
few questions, but okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Dr. Matt.
Okay, next question. Can we have workshops on how to present research in public? Yes, I think this is super, super important, and we actually already have a guest speaker lined up to speak about this. He was my research PI a couple of years ago, and I'm still in touch with him, and he's just a phenomenal man, and he's definitely going to be here. I've already mentioned, I've already been in contact with him, so yes, be on the lookout for that one. When do you expect to collect student info to match students with research mentors? I was hoping to do that as soon as this meeting was over, so as early as the beginning of next week for sure. I really, really want that to be done by the end of the semester. So yeah, just like very, very soon.
Like that might be it.
Yeah, might be it. Well, that's all we have. If you have any other questions, we'll hang around for a few more minutes, so feel free put it in the chat or you can ask us. But yeah, that's it.
Thanks again for listening.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you again. Especially, I want to say thank you to the original 14 people that signed Jason's original Google Doc he sent out like 2 months ago. It was quite literally like you got us here today. So, and a special thank you to those individuals. And thank you for recording this, Diane. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, is Diane still on the call? Will you guys be presenting your own research? Maybe. Maybe, we'll see.
That's the dream.
Maybe in the distant future.